everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So this is going up on Sunday. It's a new palette. Um, all right, y'all. So I noticed that Viseart came out with a new palette. They had come out with two prior to this one. I did not get those. They were the four pan ones, the quads. I may still get them because I do pretty much get everything Viseart launches. But this one I did get because this one is called the Paris Rêveries Étendu. I don't know. Comes in this box, and this is what the palette looks like. It's very pretty, very basic, very. You probably already have it in your collection type of thing, okay? And I say that because one of my favorite palettes from Viseart is their Paris Edit. And that's what this looks like. Now, when you combine the two, there you go. Very similar. Very similar. Now they have the Paris Love Letter also. And then they also have the Petite Shimmers Paris Nudes, which looks like this. Hold on here. I'm going to drop all this on my lap. I'm going to guarantee it. Now, this is all shimmers, but honestly, if I combined half these palettes, I could get this palette. I'm just saying. I'm just being honest. Now, with that said, does it take away from this new launch? No, because most people don't have all these palettes. At least, I sure hope not, because I'd hate for you to be a fool like me. But if you do, how do you like Viseart? I like them. I really do. I feel like it is a... Where did I put... Oh. A good brand for beginners to makeup artists, because you could pop these out. They're magnetic. The formulas are very easy to work with. They're buildable, blendable, pigmented, but not overly they're just everything you want, right? But then they're going to be, because they are a makeup artist brand type of thing, right? But the price point's not bad either. However, it's all kind of the same. They're palettes. Let's get started. I'm just going to point to what I'm going to use, because I'm not looking at the back of this box to give you the names, because I ain't going to pronounce them right, so what's the point? The first shade we're going to go to is this one right here. I use that shade and set my primer. I'm using the Viseart primer right now, eye primer, which love that primer. It is really, really good. So that's a plus there too. But anyway, actually, this particular palette kind of reminds me, if you took the cashmere and the violet almost and combined them, took out certain shades, you could create this palette. I'm just saying. I do get it. I get it. This palette's going to sell. It's an everyday palette, right? And it's from a trusted brand. But why not do something different? Give us something different. I guess in a way this is a little, well, no, it's not. Like I said, if you have two of their palettes, you can probably create this look or any of these looks really. But I will say that if you don't have any of the palettes, then it makes sense. But for myself, it's I have almost all. I am seriously only missing 3 and I don't have the big things. The pro things, I don't have those. But I'm only missing 3 of the 4 pan palettes that they came out with. Whether I get them or not, I don't know. And 2 of the 3 are from this last launch that they just launched, that I didn't even know they launched. So Just saying. But I will say the Paris palette, the Paris Edit palette is one of my favorites. Right up there with the cashmere. And probably because they do go more cooler toned, which that's what this is. There is a tiny bit of warmth. I will say that I do like the metallic shades in here. I like how you could go purple or you could go brown. Both are going to be kind of cool toned though. But there's a peachy shade in here. There's like a taupe, purple, a pinky, a champagne, maybe like a bronze shade, maybe taupey bronze. I don't know. There are options though, and I like that about this particular palette. Your base is kind of going to be the same with your look. The change is going to be your metallic shade that you use on your lid. I like that, especially for like everyday looks. Now, again, nothing revolutionary here, but I do like it. I ordered mine off of Beautylish, which it took a little while to get here. Apparently there's problems, probably storms. So this has been out for a little while. But I don't regret getting this. But at the same time, I don't know if you really need it. If you ain't got a lot from Viseart, maybe. But I'm trying to think of other palettes and like what I would suggest. Would this even be in the top? I mean, it'd probably be in the top 5. And the formula is beautiful. I mean, the formula is wonderful in this. I won't lie about that either. And I really do like the way my whole makeup look turned out. The blushes really got me today. I'm taking that same purple that I just used, the darker shade, and running it along the lower lash line. I'm using my Tarte Fake Awaken the waterline. But anyway, the blush is a by Terry blush. And I started thinking, I don't own too much by Terry. I have a blush. I have like a setting powder, a white setting powder. I have a like a rose lip gloss, which you can see I've used. And then I have a lip mask. I think that's all I have by Bad Terry. But every time I wear this blush, it is so pretty. And it makes me want to go and check out more from that brand. Because I'm generally curious about it. Because I kind of wonder, or from the feel of it, it makes me feel like a Charlotte Tilbury almost. Like that type of brand. Now, like I said, I don't know because I haven't tried much from it. But that's the kind of feel I get from it. And I love Charlotte Tilbury's brand, so I would assume I would love, by Terry if I tried it. So I'm thinking about maybe testing it. I don't know. We're going to go into this dark brown right here. And I'm going to put it on the outer portion here. I don't know. There's just not been really much. To be fair, this year, I'm off to a good start on like the low buy that I put myself on because like there's not even been too much that has caught my eye. And I'll be honest, what caught my eye with this was the name. That was the first thing that drew my attention, was it said Paris. And of course then it registered that I liked the Paris Edit palette and all that. But like the color story or anything, like, yes, I love it. Obviously, it's right up my alley, but it wasn't something that's like, oh, I've never seen anything like that before, Now, granted, I know that the formula is going to be good from Viseart, so that's always a good, thing for me if I am going to buy something, because it's like, okay, I know I like it, the formula. The question is do I like the color story? And I do. I really do. I think they brought these purples in a way that you can definitely keep it a purple look, or you can make it more neutral. And I'm really curious with this peachy shade on the lid with the way this looks. Because I feel like it would definitely maybe make that purple pop even more if you had that peachy shade. I don't know. I'm just really curious about it. But again, your base part of the look is going to pretty much be the same. It's going to look the same, which sometimes is a good thing, especially if you're in a hurry, like you just want to go. So we're going to go with this color today, though. And I will say the metallic, they're metallic, and I'm pretty impressed. Generally, Viseart is known for being very subtle in the metallic section for everyday, consumer, or, just everyday in a way. It's not bam in your face, but I can tell you that these can be built up to be bam in your face. Just because I'm not using anything, I'm not spraying it, I'm not using my finger, and it's pulling this much. Now, I did layer it. I put 2 layers, so I laid it like that, picked up more, and I'm going to push it down again. And that's all I did to get the shine that I got. So I can tell you right now that if I were to spray it or apply it with a finger, it's really going to give me the oomph. But to be fair, this right here is about where I like to be. I could do a little more for sure, but just every day, this is where I want to be at all times as far as shine. I want to be able to see it, but not let it be like overtaking or anything like that. Now we're going to use this shade right here for inner corner. This is an all-in-one palette for me, so that's a plus. There's something different about these metallics. Well, I mean, obviously I just said that, but like, it seems like they're all kind of like that, which is a good thing. I'm not hating that at all. Now, can I get this look from other palettes? Yes. Did I just create a look like this maybe a couple days ago with a palette? Probably. We're going to take that dark brown shade that I use in the outer corner, and I am going to line the top lash line and bottom. Again, I could have used a brown mascara with this look. I think a brown mascara would go great with this palette, to be fair. But you can also use black. I think that this palette could definitely take you from day to night if you wanted it to. Depending on your preference. But this palette's not going to give you too much variety except for like different lid colors. And it's not, I don't know. I'm starting to wonder. I need to really go through my Viseart palettes and look at them. Because the last couple of palettes, they've all kind of could be here nor there. You know what I mean? They all resemble kind of the same. And I don't not like it because I do like the color stories because they are right up my alley. But I don't want it to be unforgettable either because, like, I don't want this brand to go out of business. So many brands are going out of business nowadays that I'm like, who's next? And I feel like the ones that are every day are the ones that are kind of the ones you're seeing going out of business in a way. And I don't hear many people talk about Viseart. I don't know what, I mean, I have to assume the only reason is because the fact that it's, they're basic palettes. But they are so, like, the formula, like, besides color story, formula wise, they are amazing. And I would say that this is probably one of the better formulas, to be honest. I really enjoyed it. I really had fun playing with it. Obviously, it's not like a lot of thought process to create the look. Like, it's not like over inspiring or anything. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's just an everyday look. It's not like I tried to take an orange and then a yellow and then a green and then a blue. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing like that as far as creating the look. But is it flattering? Yes. I'm going to use the Clinique on the top lashes. I forgot what the name of this mascara is. I'll tell you in a minute. I do think this could be a spring palette too. I think it could be winter or spring, depending on how you went with it. And I don't think it's like you have to run out and grab it right now, but I think if you did decide to get it, you won't be disappointed. But it's going to be basic, you know. But I am glad to have it, and I kind of can't wait to play with it again because of that peachy color. Because I'm curious on like what the look would look like. To be fair, so maybe it might pull out a couple of looks that I wasn't prepared for. You know, at the end of the day, who knows? But just basically, just looking at it, it's just a basic palette. I don't know what this mascara is doing. It did really good on the other eye. I don't know what it's doing with this eye, though. It's like it doesn't want to work. And I am trying. It's like clumping them together for some reason, and it didn't do that with my other eye. I may have to just take a comb through them. Which is fine. I can do that. Not a big deal. Alright. The mascara is called High Impact Mascara. I don't know about that, but it's not bad. And then for the lower lash line, we're going to use the Clinique Bottom Lash Line Mascara, which I found the other day, and I am so happy that I found it. I was missing it. I may have to go buy another one just because it's just so cute. Like, that's the only thing. It's just so adorable. It's nothing special. Well, I mean, the wand is kind of special, but it's just more adorably cute to use and kind of funny. It really looks like a brow um brush, but it's not. It's for bottom lashes. And it works really well too for the bottom lashes. And it kind of works good for like right here. These corner ones that you can't get as good. Because you know the wand's so big. It works really good there too. Okay. So, that's the final look. Again, it's so pretty. It really is so pretty. But nothing revolutionary. Anyway, the by Terry, though, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. First off, this feels like a paperweight. It is so heavy. But the collar, I think it's the collar, too. Look at that. And I just mixed them together. I have used it separately, and it has worked. But I prefer just to mix them together and use it, and it's much better. So, but I'm really thinking I need to check into by Terry and see what else they have, because this every time I use it, I'm like, why do I not have more? And then I'm like, oh, because I got 1,000 other ones, but from different brands, but still, you know. For the face, I'm wearing the Luminous Silk Foundation by Armani. I'm wearing the Armani concealer. I set my whole face with what did I set with today? The under eyes, I used the Becca brightening powder, and for the rest of the face, I used I used this, the Fit Me powder, matte and poreless, in 130 buff beige. I set the rest of the face with. I like this. Just a heads up. Then for bronzer, I'm using my Viseart bronzer, blush, highlighter, Natasha Denona. Y'all know I was waiting. Like, I am in love. Alright. I may have placed an order on Natasha Denona's website for number 2. I like 1. I do. And I think it goes good with my skin tone, but I think 2 will too. So I had to get it. I just had to. Plus, there was a 30% off of like her favorites, and her lip liner are like one of my favorite things. And like these are almost gone, but these things here, I really like those from her. I have Dragonfly and Dogbane, I think is the name of them. I have these 2, but I went ahead and ordered the other. I don't know how many she came out with. It's been so long. But I ordered another one in something. Nude something, I think is what it was called. So I got it, a lip liner, and maybe a lipstick too, because I love her formula. Speaking of that, for lip liner, I am wearing, what am I wearing? The lip liner in Julia, and the lipstick in Avril, and then I topped it with Blushed Sand by Lawless, right in the middle. I really like her formula, her lipstick formulas. Now, the Natasha, the My Dream Natasha, that is my favorite. Lip liner, lipstick, and lip gloss. Highly suggest that. I do like her lip glosses. I have other ones like this one here, the Lipophoria. I like it in the spring. This one is called chrome coral, I think. And I like it for spring, depending on certain looks. But the like for every day, highly suggest the My Dream like lip thing there. And that's it, right? That's everything on my face. I believe so. So I hope this video helped in some way. I hope you enjoyed it. Is this something you need? No, but it might, you're not going to be disappointed if you pick it up. I do think it is pretty. I think that you're definitely going to be able to use this for winter and spring for sure. Maybe summer. You might be able to get through with summer even. I don't know. I'm curious if you went here, here, and here, what you would get as far as the look. I may have to try it. I might have to give this palette another whirl, give you another kind of look. But I am starting the pick a palette from a brand starting with A to Z, so that's coming that way. I'm trying to get through this stuff to see what it is that I like, what I don't like, what can I get rid of, and see what exactly I do have from every brand to even for comparisons, But overall, Viseart, I'll never get rid of anything from Viseart, I won't lie. Like, it's one of my favorite brands. And with that said, like, where Natasha and Pat are my favorites, like, obviously, I have dedicated drawers, they would be next. Viseart would be, even though it's not like an own, like a person, like a actual person's name brand, you know what I mean? As far as formula and learning to do makeup, Viseart is the way to go. And I say that with everything. I am starting to get gummy there. All right, got it. I say that with everything. Their blushes, their bronzers, all of that. Their formula it's just easy to use. So if like you were starting out in makeup, I would highly suggest you go to Viseart and take a look. It can get pricey depending on what you're looking for, but they're a brand that is easily workable, you know what I mean? And when we're beginning, Lord knows I have issues now, but I can see a difference in formulas. Pat McGrath, her formulas are sometimes hard to work with, except for her blushes and bronzers. Chef's kiss. But the eyeshadow, like, that's a little bit harder to work with. Like, you're working to get a look. Where with Viseart, you feel like you're working, but you're not. It's doing the work for you. But at the end of the day, you're like, wow, that is really pretty. I mean, that is really pretty look. Just saying. But anyway, I will let you go. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all that where you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday, unless there's a new launch. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.